Good morning, everybody. This is Adrian on Thursday, April the 24th. I thought I'd just do a very quick update on the seedling avocado that I've got in ground here inside my greenhouse and what's going on it. So what you're looking at here is one of the Joey scions. Lots and lots of flowers. I've actually picked at least 50% of these flower buds off because I don't want all the energy going into flowers, but I let a few of the flower buds open and just so that I can get a bit of a video archive of it flowering. But as you can see, it's doing really good. It's beginning to chuck out some leaves at the top as well, so that's excellent. So I think it's fair to say that this particular scion is doing very well. The Mexicola Grande scions, I mean, they're just going crazy. Here's one here, putting out loads of new growth. This one here behind it, tons of new growth. And then the fruit sets. So when I last done my last video, there was just the tiniest bit of evidence that there was looking like there's going to be some fruit on this tree for the first time. But 2 weeks on, things have moved on along a little bit. 2 weeks ago, I thought I might have maybe 5 or 6 or maybe 10 if I was really lucky fruits. But we'll have a look now and see what this actual situation is. So when I last done the video, only the flower at the end of each cluster appeared to be holding a fruit. But now, if you can see, further down the cluster, actually each flower is holding a fruit. So this one little cluster has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on just this little cluster alone. There's another little cluster here with 5 or 6 on it. This one's just got the one. The one on its own up here. I'm quite hopeful about the ones on their own because I'm hoping just an awful lot of energy will go into a single fruit, and they do already look, where there is just one, slightly larger than the others, so I'm quite happy about those. There's some more back here. There's 3 or 4 there. Yeah, there's probably 4 or 5 up there, and then back here. I mean, I'm not even going to put the camera right back there. I don't know if you can see it. But back at the back of the tree here, there are tons of flowers. I mean, there must be 50 or 60 or maybe even 100 flowers back there. I'm not going to go around the back of the tree to try and count them. But if they're anything like any of the other flower clusters, now the ones at the front of this tree here, I did manually pollinate, and I was quite religious about it and done it every day, or every other day actually. The ones around the back here, I haven't done any pollination on at all. So it will be very, very interesting to see whether or not any of these at the back here produce fruits without me interfering with them or not. The only other thing on this tree is with this particular scion, I don't know if you can see, maybe I'll come around this angle here, just here, there's a shoot that's coming out underneath the scion. Now, as there are 3, 4, or maybe even 5 very, very healthy shoots coming out the top of this scion, this one underneath isn't really needed. So I'm going to have a go at grafting this a bit later on. I've got some very, very young seedlings. I'll give you an example. This one here, tiny little seedlings. I've got a few more of these. But I've got some very, very young seedlings. They're from Hass avocados from Israel. Unfortunately, my Mexicola Grande seedlings are not big enough to even consider grafting onto, but the Hass ones from Israel, I am going to try and do a graft with just this growing tip here onto one of these seedlings. They're both very, very green. So if nothing else, from a cambium layer perspective, there should be lots of contact. They're way too small and way too delicate, I think, to try and wrap them in grafting tape. but I have got some tubing. So I'm going to try the method where you cut the top of the seedling off, drop the bit of tubing down, and then just use a diagonal cut on the top of the seedling and a diagonal cut on your grafting material, and then just drop this down inside the tube so that the two diagonal cuts meet each other, and then just put a plastic bag over the top of the whole lot. It may or may not take. It's not the end of the world if it doesn't. All I've lost is a shoot which I'm probably would have broken off anyway and got rid of, and one Hass seedling, so no big deals. I'm not going to bother videoing either the process because that might fail, or the end result because, well, it might fail. But if it looks like it's worked in 3 or 4 weeks time, and this young shoot here is still alive, then I'll take a video of the results. Anyway, thanks for watching, and see you next time.